Good evening. This is the Town of Monroe Board of Finance regular meeting. Today is Thursday, January 16th, 2025. It is 6:01 p.m. The meeting will be recorded and made available on the town's website pursuant to state law. I'd like to go ahead and take attendance. Catherine Stauffer,
Present.
Steve Kirsch,
Present.
Nick Sentimentos,
Present.
Samantha Spino,
Present.
Mark O'Donnell. No Mark. Terry Rooney,
Here.
Ron Banowski,
Here.
Heidi Mead. Here. Deb Heim,
Here.
great. Frank Duchess is away this week and Joe Copsa is also away this week. And we also, Chris Nowacki from Public Works. Thank you. Okay, so before we get going on the agenda, I'd like to make a motion to modify the agenda to add an item to 7 and have it be 7C, which is a transfer of $125,000 from Board of Finance contingency to the Community Center Site Department. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we just have to roll call that. So Catherine Stauffer. You're muted.
Aye. Sorry.
Thank you. That's okay. Steve Kirsch,
Aye.
Nick Sentimentos,
Aye.
Sam Spino.
Aye.
Hi, Mark O'Donnell.
Good evening, sorry I'm late.
No worries. Okay, and Rebecca O'Donnell, so passes unanimous, thank you, and we'll get to that soon. Okay, review of the minutes, is there a motion to accept the meeting minutes as presented?
Steve Kirsch, I move to approve the minutes of the Board of Finance special meeting for Thursday, December 19th, 2024.
A second,
Aye.
thanks, Mark, any discussion? Hearing none, we'll go to roll call for that as well. Catherine Stauffer,
Aye.
Steve Kirsch,
Aye.
Nick,
Aye.
Samantha Spino,
Aye.
Mark O'Donnell.
Aye.
Rebecca O'Donnell, aye, passes. Okay, next up, first selectman.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. As we know, we've entered the wonderful budget season. We have completed as of today, meeting with all the directors of all the departments. They have definitely been very conservative with their budgets, so I'm very happy with what we're seeing so far as the municipal side. Moving forward, we do have a couple of things on new business tonight. I ask that this group considers and hopefully adopts. The commitment and transfer of $25,000 for the EMS chief's vehicle. The EMS chief has been using his own personal vehicle for years and he requested one in the upcoming budget. We do have a vehicle for him that we could fit up for a lot less money. So that's the ask for the $25,000 to get the radios, the wrapping and the things that he needs. So hopefully this body will consider that. The second thing, the commitment and transfer of $50,000 for the Stepney Firehouse doors. The Stepney Firehouse has had a lot of problems opening the doors, going to calls. It's created some delays. So they asked if we could repair them for next year, but we're hoping maybe we could clip it off this year. So hopefully you guys would support that. In addition, the community center site, which is the former St. Jude Schools, there was money held in contingency for the heat and the utilities and things of that nature. So we spoke, Ron and I spoke, and Heidi, we'd like to move that money into its actual own department so we can maintain the utilities. Furthermore, on that site, what we're waiting for right now is we do have a plan to move technology from this building to that building. So once that connection happens, then we'll start moving some departments over there. First off, Parks and Rec, because that's the revenue generating part of that, as well as IT. So that's what I have for tonight. Thank you.
Great. We have some correspondence, the auditor's communication to the board. Was there anything particular that needed to be called out on that?
No, it's a required communication that they provide every year. The audit is online. It's been completed, it's online. I do have hard copies in my office, limited number, but if anyone would like one, or they're more than welcome to, I can provide one to you after the meeting.
Okay. And then moving on to the review of the financial reports. So the general fund budget report for the town and Monroe Public Schools. Anything you want to call out?
I don't know if anyone has any questions. The reports are pretty straightforward. I believe Heidi did reach out on the municipal side. There were a couple of items that you did reach out to department heads for amounts that are trending a little high right now.
EMS and Parks and Rec, let's see, EMS, I think it's.
I think it's the building.
Let's see, they had some unusual costs. That weren't anticipated, in the budget process that, they had to fix. That related to the building that was not under warranty. A couple items there, in production, I'm sorry. And they had, yes, they had eroded issues, so they had to increase their cost with an exterminator.
And that's not uncommon. I mean, you've got doors going up and down all the time. so-
Right, it's, it comes in your bags, he said.
Okay,
And then Missy said there was something with utilities. I have to talk to her more about that. I didn't get a chance, so.
okay,
Right now with encumbrances, it's a little over. I think it's
okay,
1,000 over. We'll keep an eye on that. It is trending. You can see we're halfway through the year and I think it's the actuals that are about 10,000. So I think it may go over there. So we'll, you know, if we need to move money out of contingency to cover that later in the year, we'll be in touch.
okay.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Absolutely.
So that budget line is encumbered, so those are POs that are still open. You're saying that they're trending to meet their,
You're talking Parks and Rec?
yeah. What's
Yeah,
been encumbered already?
Yeah, that line, the line that's over right now, I'm not sure it's fully encumbered. It looks like the actuals are running a little more than what's encumbered.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions on those? And the quarterly trial balance report, that's just in here too, so if you have any.
That's in there for your review. We quarterly, we give you the whole trial balance for the funds.
Mhm. All right, moving on to the monthly report of the treasurer. Frank obviously is not here, but he sent an email, which is part of the.
Wait a minute, is there anything on the public schools? that you need to say?
No real,
I've gone to the meetings. but-
Yeah,
but for the
I
rest of
mean,
the folks.
Outside of what was reported last month, you know. Again, I guess the only point of concern is maybe special ed overall, but there is the contingency fund if needed, so, but I think, you know, right now, I wouldn't say it's a point of concern.
Yeah, the only thing I would share with this board is that they've set a new record for a number of students in special ed.
Mhm.
So every month that they add students is another new record. And I
Okay.
think, what was the number? I think we're at, what, 18% of enrollment now is special ed students,
I've heard that, okay.
which is not, out of line. It's a little bit higher than we've been, but the number of students is.
My understanding is the trend in other districts, I mean.
It's the same, yeah,
it's the
we're
same.
not unique,
Yes.
but it is what it is.
Mhm. Okay, so.
Can
moving-
I jump in? I'm sorry. Can I
Sure.
make a motion to incorporate Frank's email into the minutes of the meeting?
Sure,
Sure.
I'll second that.
Okay, thank you.
And that means we don't have to read it word for word, right? All right, great. Okay, any discussion on that? All right,
And the only thing, and I said it before, we were talking before the meeting, it looks like, if I look at the numbers, it will come out above budget. The way we're trending in with interest rates holding.
With the interest revenue,
Yeah,
right?
with the interest, with the interest revenue against you can see it in his memo. We've got a budget of 2.5 and we're already at, 1.6, so. Yeah,
Yeah, the way we want. All right, I'm gonna roll call that motion just to cover my base there. So Catherine Stoffer,
Aye.
Steve Kirsch,
aye,
Nick,
Aye.
Samantha Spino. Aye. Mark O'Donnell,
Aye.
Rebecca O'Donnell. It's a positive, so that's unanimous and we'll have that incorporated into the minutes. Monthly report of the tax collector, Deb.
Hi, the numbers were a little low last month for December, but that is because the banks that usually make the payment in December did not wire the money until January 3rd this year. So, that money did come in, it just didn't come in December when it usually does. So I just wanted to, say that because it looks like it's kind of low for December, but that money did come in January 3rd, so that will be reflected in the January's report.
so do you have a feeling, Deb, on the real estate, what our percent collected is?
I don't, we still have to wait for all the banks to come in.
Okay,
That won't be, they don't pay till the end of the month.
till the end of the month, okay.
Yeah, it's hard to predict because a lot of the accounts are escrow. And that's when all the monies come in at the end of the month.
Right, I think historically you said about 85% of our stuff is escrowed.
I would definitely. No, our escrows are, most of the people have mortgages and all mortgages, not all mortgages, but a large percentage of the mortgages require people to have their taxes escrowed. And then a lot of the businesses and all come in at the end because they hold on to the money to the end of the month. So your big ones, even though we did get a couple big ones in already, we got Equinox and some of the big ones in already, but we have like First Light and all those come in. They usually send it the last couple days of the month because those are big numbers. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Public participation, I don't know who. All right, so I'll just ask the question. So if there's any members of the public who wish to participate, if you've called in, just unmute your phone and state your name and address for the record. All right, hearing none, we're gonna move on to new business. So the first one, the Capital Reserve Fund commitment and transfer of 25,000 for the EMS chief's vehicle.
Madam Chair, Steve Kirsch, I have a motion for new business item 7A, capital reserve transfer. I will now read the following resolution and ask for its adoption. Resolved, the following capital reserve transfer be approved pursuant to Chapter 8, Section 7G of the Town Charter for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025. $25,000 from Capital Reserve Fund assigned fund balance and $25,000 to the Capital Reserve Fund committed fund balance, and that the funds are to be committed for the repair and upfit of an existing town vehicle for the EMS's chief's vehicle.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? We do have Chris here if there are any questions.
Terry covered it.
All right, hearing none. So Catherine Stoffer,
Aye.
Steve Kirsch,
Aye.
Nick,
Aye.
Samantha. Aye. Mark,
Aye.
Rebecca O'Donnell passes unanimous.
Madam Chair, Steve Kirsch, I have a motion for new business item 7B, capital reserve transfer. I will now read the following resolution and ask for its adoption. Resolved that the following capital reserve transfer be approved pursuant to Chapter 8, Section 7G of the Town Charter for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025. $50,000 from the capital reserve fund, assigned fund balance, and $50,000 to the capital reserve fund, committed fund balance, and that the funds are to be committed for the replacement of Stepney Station Number 2 firehouse doors.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll roll call that. So Catherine Stoffer,
Aye.
Steve Kirsch,
Aye.
Nick Santamentes,
aye,
Samantha Spino,
Aye.
and Mark O'Donnell.
Aye.
Rebecca O'Donnell passes unanimous. Thank you.
Madam Chair, Steve Kirsch, I have a motion for new business item 7C, Board of Finance contingency transfer. I will now read the following resolution and ask for its adoption. Resolved, the following Board of Finance contingency transfers be approved pursuant to Chapter 8, Section 7I of the Town Charter for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025. $125,000 from the Board of Finance contingency and $7,000 to the Community Center Site Water account and $55,000 to the Community Center Site Contracted Services account and $4,000 to the Community Center Site Equipment account and $6,000 to the Community Center Site Operating Expense account and $7,000 to the Community Center Site Electric account and $46,000 to the Community Center Site Heat account to cover anticipated operating expenditures for fiscal year 2025.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none.
Can I just,
Sure.
so coming from contingency, it requires this board's approval and
Council approval
Right,
And it is on the agenda for council for Tuesday.
for Tuesday,
Okay.
the 21st, yes.
perfect. Okay, so let's roll call that. So Catherine Stoffer,
Aye.
Steve Kirsch,
Aye.
Nick Santamentes,
aye,
Samantha Spino,
Aye.
Mark O'Donnell,
Aye.
and Rebecca, aye. So that passes. Thank you. Next Tuesday, at 6 PM, there's a town meeting in council chambers. I just wanted to remind this board to please come out and vote. And that is all that I had for tonight. So do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Thanks, Mark. Marcy?
I'll second.
Go ahead.
All right, thank you very much.